very successful program it's been. And for me, it brings down and brings back memories of when we were kids and we partook in this kind of exercises. And for me, what gives me hope is the fact that certain things that we do not have the opportunity to do during our time were displayed today. And so it encourages me as a member of parliament to give out my best, knowing very well that whatever foundation I'm able to lay today will not be destroyed in the near future. The kids have showcased their talents. They have demonstrated a lot of resilience. Indeed, under the scorchy sun, and they were not tired. They have shown all their skills. They've exhibited their talents. And for me, it shows that Afadzato has a future. It shows that the future of Ghana is so prosperous. We must, beyond partisanship, demonstrate our oneness. We are a secular nation, and for me, one of the key takeaways has been the march past, where you have symbols of traditional authorities working hand in hand with religious authorities under the Christianship and then that of the Muslim fraternity. The three of them holding hand one in one. And it sends that symbol that irrespective of the God you worship, we are the same Ghanaians. This message must cascade down into our political parties and all of Ghana, that whenever we meet like this, we must think of our oneness, our collective strength, rather than the tendencies and the factors that destroy us. Of course, we in Afadzato, we are not in contest with any other district. All we seek is equity, what we are entitled to, what we can get out of the struggles, out of the universal struggles of Ghana. And so the hyena and the tortoise might be engaged in a race. The cheetah and the tortoise might be engaged in a race. But the tortoise pace cannot be compared to that of the cheetah. The cheetah is a fast-moving animal, but the tortoise moves slowly and yet it moves purposefully. Not too long ago, we were a part and parcel of Hohoe. There's been significant development and projects that, of course, for very good reason, were cited in Hohoe. Until we got our independence out of Hohoe, we were a part of them. And so suddenly we cannot compare in any form of shape with the pace of work over there. The extent of development cannot be compared. But what gives me joy is the fact that Ghana is making monumental progress, irrespective of the regime that we have. Every regime has added something. And most importantly, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has come. And for me, the early day signals tells me that the future is bright. We in Afadzato, within a matter of 1 year, the amount of district assemblies common fund that we've got clearly cannot be compared to any other district. It shows that where more is needed, attention is being given. And so yesterday, if we do not have a lot of amenities, the pace has been set for us to have a lot more. Indeed, at the national level, you just heard my speech. I have crusaded, I have pleaded with government agencies. Get Fund is intervening in our senior high schools. Get Fund is providing a lot of furniture. I am, as a member of parliament, embarking on a lot of renovation in our schools, building chip compound. This is different from what Assembly itself will be doing. Come Friday this week, we are certainly going to cast salt for a whole lot of projects and programs. Indeed, our motivation is to ensure that we lessen the cost of living and we upgrade the standard of living for our people. Governance is meaningless unless it benefits the people. We fight not for ourselves as those who are in government, but we must be seen as taking pragmatic measures to ensure that the ordinary citizen benefit. The ordinary citizen must not queue under the sun and in the rain in vain. They must have dividend, they must have results for that civic responsibility they have exercised by voting for us. This is not an ancestral seat. This is a call to duty. On a solemn occasion such as the 69th independent anniversary of this nation, we, those in government especially, duty bearers, we must know that the contest is not about comparing ourselves to the opposition. No. The tax is huge, the tax is enormous, and that's a call to duty which we must wake up to day and night, today, tomorrow, and the next after. And so that is the commitment I am willing to show the people of Afadzato South, anytime, any day, all the time. You will recall that not too long ago, the caucus of Volta MPs, we embarked on trips across the region, visiting project sites, including the Eastern Corridor stretch. We must acknowledge that the pace of work is incrementally quite low and a bit disappointing. However, we are privy to certain developments, and then the hunter does not say it all in the open. We will be able to take steps to explain to our people and give them hope. But I think that the contracting company also have the responsibility to be communicating. You must communicate and encourage the people along. Beyond communication, they must demonstrate the humanness in them. Indeed, when we were in Hohoe, they show us clear evidence of the contractor shaking his responsibility of at least watering the ground as they progress with their construction work. These things are basic, they are low-hanging. And so you irritate the people if you don't communicate. You even irritate them the more when you just, blow the dust in their face, when you have the liberty and the benefit of watering the road as you progress. And so let me use this auspicious occasion with the blessings I'm having from your platform to send this appeal to the chief and people of Afadzato South, where I represent, that government is committed. Indeed, not too long from now, they will see evidence of true work happening, so that once this road is finished, it becomes that strategic bridge that will connect to lessening the hardship our people are suffering. Foods are being produced in production centers. We need access routes to connect them to market centers. That is the value chain we must extend so that our people will benefit in the long analysis. But I must celebrate on this occasion once again the tireless effort of you in the media. It is because of you that somebody will hear of the little thing we do in Golokwati, will hear of the little thing we do in Kolem Have and all other corners. I recall how you even climbed this huge mountain with us, just to bring light on the plight of the people, and then to also demonstrate the commitment we as duty bearers are trying to exercise. I thank you so much, my respected members of the media, for the attention you've given me. Thank you. God bless you. As a person, as an MP, I'm highly amenable to all forms of criticism. And indeed, those we lead, they assess the kind of path we are trying to chart. And so if they are of the view that we are not doing a lot, ours is to take such feedback and see how we improve. It is true, but whilst you blame those of us who are in leadership, you must also know that there is a certain subculture in the Volta region. We have been indoctrinated largely to go to school, to work with the FAO, to pay fidelity to the state, work as a civil and public servant, and you retire and you go and build some 2-bedroom self-contained. Then not long from then God will call you. So it's a subculture. It will take some time for us as leadership to see how we re-engineer this perception. Leadership, they say, is cause. All others are effect. And so when they blame us, it is true. Our responsibility foremost is to see how we rewind around this. But I tell you on all honesty that under the 24-hour plus, we are seeking as a nation not just to embark on export of raw material. We want to add value so that it becomes finished or semi-finished value addition product. And then you see, we are zoning the country into agroecological zones. Volta region is blessed because we are not engaged in galamsey. Our lands are fertile. Our lands are not poisonous of the cyanide and then all other, iron that you think about. No. Our water bodies are squeaky clean. Our air itself is clean. it sustains life. And so those of us in Parliament on the ticket of the Volta region, we are assiduously working in such a way that we will bring some of these agro-processing factories so that we engage the attention and the strength of the youth on the field. And then again, we use the agro-based factories to process this particular farm product into semi or fully finished goods so that we can export and then consume the rest that we will be able to consume. So it's just a matter of time. I think that across the region, we are gravitating away from old leadership into an era of new leadership. You see MPs averagely young. It is a clarion call that yes, while we appreciate the old ways of doing things, the dynamics are changing. And so we bring new and fresh perspective and add it to the old ways of doing things so that we strike a fine balance and then make sure that we carry the region along. We create opportunities for our youth and then we employ them and then we help them with their artisanship and all others, so that at least together we'll be able to create the needed prosperity for the region to thrive.